Everybody, Keith Jones behind the binoculars here at Parks for Saturday, November 3rd. It's Breeders' Cup Saturday. And of course, the big race today, the Breeders' Cup Classic from Churchill Downs, expected post time about 5:45 this afternoon. A very competitive field of 14 should be a great betting race. You can make a case for any number of horses in here. Number one, Thunder Snow, the big victory earlier this year in the Dubai World Cup. You get Catholic Boy, who is a terrific 3-year-old coming off a sensational win that's Travers. You've got McKenzie and West Coast both coming out of the Bob Baffert barn. Mendelssohn, who was a good third in that pace meltdown of the Jockey Club Gold Cup. Canadian O'Brien finally get that big victory on the main track during the Breeders' Cup. Yoshida, who came off the turf to win the Grade 1 Woodward over the main track up at Saratoga. And of course, the outside horse Accelerate opens up as the 5-2 choice for trainer John Sadler. He has won 4 Grade 1 races this year. So again, you can make a case for any number of horses in here, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to try number 6, McKenzie, today, coming out of the Bob Baffert barn. Of course, Bob, no stranger to winning these races. Now, Mike Smith looks like he had a choice of riding either West Coast or McKenzie, and he's opted to go with McKenzie. Now, McKenzie was Bob Baffert's star 3-year-old back earlier in the spring and then got hurt. And of course, we know what happened after that. Justify came on to not only start in the Kentucky Derby, but went on to win the Triple Crown. But the horse that Bob was high on early in the spring was McKenzie. Now, McKenzie had to take 6.5 months off after having a hoof problem earlier this year, and then came back off of that race to win the Grade 1 Pennsylvania Derby right here, and did so by putting up a 107 Beyer. Now, of course, he had those 6 months off to grow and mature, and we really don't know what his ceiling is at this point. Coming back off that 6.5 month layoff, certainly you would expect that that would not be his best race, so he might be even better than that, and I would expect that he is, with as high as Bob was on him back in the spring. I think we're going to get a chance to see just what kind of ability this horse has, and again, with money being all over the tote board here, you're probably going to get some decent value as well. So, Breeders' Cup Classic, I'm going to give the call today to McKenzie.